All right. So I'm Joanna with Seminole Boosters here with FSU volleyball head coach Brooke Niles. Brooke, thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. How are you doing?
Well, thanks for having me. This is something that fills my day now. Normally, I would be training our team, scouting, all sorts of things in prep for our season. But now I'm working remotely from home, and it's definitely a new normal. So we're trying to get used to it.
How did you end up telling your team that season had ended?
Well, I think a lot of them read about it first through Twitter, and the NCAA sent out a release before we were able to meet. But we met. It was a Friday, actually, at 5:30, and we met in our team room and gathered all together, and we confirmed what they had already read.
And did the girls handle it well, or what was their reaction?
Sorry, I'm going to move inside just because I think my internet connection's bad. There was a lot of tears. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through because, as a leader, you want to be the stronger person and tell them that everything's going to be okay, but it's not anything any of us have ever experienced. So that was a challenge for us. And then with our seniors, our season just started. We played 2 weeks and a day. And, if anyone could say this was our year, this was our year. So it was hard for them to come to grips with all that hard work, not being able to even start a season, really.
Yeah, it'll be tough for all the girls. Hopefully they can do little Zoom meetings like this and just keep each other entertained in the meantime while everyone's kind of learning what this new normal is about. What is your staff doing right now? Are you guys still meeting regularly?
Yeah, well, we are having Zoom meetings like this with every player, and with 20 players on our roster, it does take some time. And then we're trying to keep them as busy as we can. So we're giving them weekly challenges with some volleyballs to practice some ball control stuff.
Cool.
And then we videotape it and send it in our group messages, and it provides a lot of laughs actually too. The funny thing is that a lot of our players, some of their parents have gotten involved and tried these challenges as well. So it's been something that keeps our mind off everything else. And then we'll do weekly scouting sessions as well. So this Friday we're watching a video from the World Tour together, and we're going through it and talking about specific instances that maybe we can still get better at volleyball during this time.
That's really cool that you're able to use the technology like that. What are you doing that might be helping build some structure into this new day? Like, do you have a new routine that you're kind of following and trying to stick with every day?
Well, trying. So I'm still trying to get creative and check in with our players and think of different ways that we can recruit. Well, we can't really recruit, but talk to our recruits and just keep our players busy. But then also I have 2 young children and we're doing homeschool. So that's been a challenge with my husband and I. My husband's season got completely canceled as well. And he was trying to go for the Olympics, for another Olympics. So we're both trying to figure out this life without volleyball because it's a big part of our life. So working with our children on their homeschool and spending a lot of time together helps get through the days, and then trying to be there for our team.
When the kids aren't doing any kind of schoolwork, what are y'all doing to keep them entertained?
We go for a lot of bike rides.
Cool, yeah.
And yeah, play outside. We're a sports family, and this is such a hard time because there's no sports right now, no current sports. We can replay things, but so we try to do active things outside and go around our little neighborhood as much as we can, keeping our distance from people. But yeah, a lot of golf cart rides, a lot of peppering in the backyard, and bike rides.
What is it that you're most looking forward to when everyone's able to return to business as usual? Is it just getting back on the court? Is there like a restaurant you really want to go to and haven't been able to?
I think just getting back on the court and being with our players, because actually my husband's an amazing cook, and this is the longest we have not eaten out. I do miss going to Spirit though. That's one of the places I loved,
Yeah.
and just the vibe there, the whole Florida State vibe and the people. So definitely try to have a lunch or two there when everything goes back to normal. But yeah, just being with our athletes and preparing for another season. That's the part I love the most, is watching them at the beginning of our competitive season and then the end. And, our Gulf Shores Championships on ESPN, they do an amazing job interviewing the players and giving them that almost professional athlete experience. And so it's really fun to watch them go through that whole transition, even through a short season of 3 months. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, getting out on the court, being active with them, being around them, they're just so fun and talented that's what I miss probably the most.
Is there anything you want to say just to the FSU community right now? And this is kind of like my last question. We'll wrap it up after this.
I think the FSU community as a whole, like sports is a big part of Florida State, and not the only part, but a big part. And the part that makes it so special and fun is how connected our boosters and fans are with our athletes, and how they see them grow too. So I'm sure everybody's going through a difficult time right now, but one thing I've learned is that we all have the unconquered spirit, and we're going to be back stronger than ever. And this is going to make us better people for what we're going through. So just stick with us, stick with your athletic programs. Any boosters of ours, feel free to check in with me. It keeps my day going, and I can't wait to have our sports back.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking some time with us. I appreciate everything you're doing to keep the spirit alive on your end, and we'll keep doing it on ours as well.
Awesome. Thank you. And
Thanks.
This is great that you did this, so I'm
I
excited.
appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go Noles.
Go Noles. Talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, Brooke.